Hi there, this is Pete Howard, Director of Concert Posters for Heritage Auctions. And you know, this is just one of my proudest moments ever in this job for Heritage Auctions. I've been doing it for years and I've cut a lot of video blogs, but I've got pride in this piece because, you know, it's from the David Swartz concert poster collection and it's just so rare and just not known very well. But it's, as you can see, it's just a spectacular Rolling Stones concert poster from 1965. I mean, how often do we get to present and do I get to cut a video blog where you've got this super poster from a superstar act that's largely unknown and unseen to eyes because it's not in the Art of Rock book, even up front, you know, in their cardboard rock and roll section. And, you know, where would they get an image of one? Who has one? It is, you know, that's one thing about that book. They had to know somebody who had the poster in order to get an image good enough to print in the book. It's just as rare as can be. Just absolutely, we just love that, absolutely. And look at the, you know, it's got fabulous design by the Globe Poster Company out of Baltimore, Maryland. And it's got, oh my goodness, I can't get no satisfaction as a song title. And you know, look, this has never even been offered at a public auction before, let alone first ever Heritage Auction. So, you know, so many serious poster collectors and Stones collectors simply don't have this. I mean, there's only like 5 or 6, maybe 7 known. It's a tour blank, so from different cities. But, you know, the people who have it just do not, as we say, get off it. Except this fool. I had one 25 years ago and somebody just offered me such great trade bait, you know, kept piling it on that I finally caved and said, I'll get another one. I've never had a shot at another one since. I suppose this auction is a shot for me as much as it is for you, but it's just anybody who has it, you know, again, the half a dozen elite collections that it is in, they just hang on to it. So, boy, I'll tell you. So as I mentioned, a tour blank up there on the top, it does say Charlotte, North Carolina. That was the first time the Stones ever visited Charlotte, and not untypical for only their 4th American tour, the place was less than half full. Can you believe it? Given their repertoire and given the beauty of the poster, you know, in retrospect, we think all they have to do is put this poster up around town and it would sell out, right? But no, things were a lot more naive and innocent back then. So, you know, the poster didn't do its full function. It didn't sell the place out, but that was the Stones in their 64 and 65 tours, not selling out everywhere. The occasion was, the date was Monday, November 15th, as you can see up there in what we call the venue box. And I just love the ticket locations. I mean, forget about Ticketmaster and Ticketron and all that stuff. The tickets were available at, of course, the box office, like they always are, and also at a hat shop, a record shop, and a camera shop. That's right. Those were the naive days of mid-60s rock and pop. I'll tell you, just so much. And of course, it makes the poster all the more fun. Now, when I mention tour blank and I do this, actually I should lower my thumb and drop it down to here because this orange stripe was part of the tour blank. When Globe printed all the Day-Glo colors, everything was permanent print, except this was just a blank orange stripe, and the local promoter would drop in what they wanted to, as well as their ticket and date information. And the radio station's always a good thing to turn to. So as you can see, WIST, big pop rock station in Charlotte, they got their, you know, Good Guys DJ plug in there. So that's kind of a, you know, a fun aspect of this poster. Other Globe trademarks, you've got the, you know, the spinning platters. Just love that. Those look so cool on either side. The musical notes, you know, the lines, just giving everything sort of an action appearance. Just Globe trademarks all over it. And it's just, I'm glad they used it for a whole tour and not just one gig. But again, not every date on the tour had this poster made. Only select promoters decided to spend the money, you know, because these were, you know, just not that cheap at all. I don't know what they came to per unit, but they weren't cheap. And then, of course, you've got the 2 song titles. Sorry, they're on this side. Get Off of My Cloud and Satisfaction. You know, Satisfaction, come on, that's Mick Jagger's middle name, right? There's no more famous Stones song. And just imagine being at this concert before those 2 hits. Their previous 3 hits had been The Last Time, Time Is on My Side, and It's All Over Now. Can you just imagine a concert with those songs? It is just mind-blowing. And then, fortunately, yes, we have a picture of the Stones there, and you've got Brian Jones right there in the middle, and Mick Jagger as the biggest or in the most foreground, so that's pretty nice. And notice all the orange and yellow, of course, from top to bottom, not the blue print venue box, but the globe orange and yellow. It is also Day-Glo fluorescent inks. And so if you throw a black light on this thing, they just pop into another whole world. So that's really just an absolutely fun aspect of these globe posters, this being, of course, a jumbo globe. So I've talked about the 45 RPM hits. They were on tour with this for their new Out of Our Heads album, which was the first Stones LP recorded all in America at both RCA Studios in Hollywood and Chess Records in Chicago. And Heritage's Gary Shrum and myself have been so tickled and honored to sit in that Chess Records studio in Chicago, which is still open for tours, but we got a special one, you know. And they actually played original masters of some, you know, different things, including some Stones tidbits, and it was just amazing to hear. So it's another reason this thing is so close to my heart. Just the music behind it is just so very special. And you know what's interesting too is the Stones had previously recorded a performance on the Hullabaloo TV show. Remember that, baby boomers? And this very night, the Stones were performing on Hullabaloo. So around the rest of the country, those who weren't in Charlotte could always see the bad boys of rock, the Rolling Stones, on their TV set. So I'll tell you, boy, consignor David Swartz puts this in the same category as the Beatles Shea Stadium poster and Buddy Holly Winter Dance Party poster. And you know, who are we to disagree? I mean, the rarity's the same, the gorgeous look on it, the level of the act and everything. It's right there in step with those masterpieces. And Heritage is so happy. I am personally so happy after doing concert posters for 6 years now to finally get what is simply referred to in the hobby as a Stones Globe. You don't have to use more than 2 words. Stones Globe, Stones Globe. Trouble is nobody has one, but that's still what it's referred to. And Heritage finally has a Stones Globe, thanks to the David Swartz concert poster collection. So this will be on Friday, July 11th. And to read more about it and see pictures, just go to ha.com/7420.